Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 22nd of July, right here in the dead of summer, the dog days. It's a warm and muggy morning. Things are quiet on radar, but we all know that will probably change later today. We'll check out the Skycam network early this morning at the ridiculous hour of 5 a.m. We'll start with a scene from Coleman. Yeah, look at all that fog developing, pretty thick in spots across North Alabama. There's the view coming from downtown Jasper. Pretty much the same deal there. Got some fog in place on a muggy summer morning. Go way down south to Gulf Shores. Everything looks good down there. That's the view from the Phoenix All Suites overlooking the public beach and the hangout. If you're beach bound for the next few days, weather looks pretty good. Typical summer stuff, about 6 to 8 hours of sunshine each day with a few scattered storms possible. Highs around 90 on the immediate coast, and the seawater temperatures are currently in the mid-80s. The ridge, man, that heat's been tough. But all around us, yesterday, most of us had highs in the 80s here. But, again, it was pretty steamy. In fact, the higher heights have moved on to the east. You can see a bunch of 593s there from near Springfield, Missouri, back over to the Atlantic coast, just north of here. And, again, it's going to be pretty hot up there today. Cities like Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, they hit, 102 yesterday. Columbia, South Carolina, about the same. Washington, D.C., and Baltimore were near 100. In fact, there's the actual highs, the graphic there. And you can see like we're this little oasis down here with highs only in the upper 80s in most spots. And, of course, the reason for that was the morning convection we had. And, of course, out in the southern plains, they're just, they can't do much about this. They're trapped. It's, no soil moisture. It's a feedback situation. Temperatures were over 100 again for much of Oklahoma and Kansas and North Texas. In fact, some of the cities out there have gone 30 consecutive days with a high at or over 100. That is nasty, somewhat reminiscent of 1980. Not that bad, but in terms of the length of this thing, it's in the same duration period. There's a watch warning map this morning. Not much happening, just a flash flood watch over parts of North Dakota. Convective outlook, got the standard slight risk of severe weather way up north. Day 2, same thing, upper Midwest, and on day 3 around the Great Lakes. Very typical for late July. There's the QPF chart, and again, this is suggesting average rainfall amounts of about 1 inch or more between now and Tuesday evening of next week. And of course, as we all know, it's hard to draw these maps up in the summer because of the scattered nature of the showers and storms. Some folks will get that in just 1 hour. Other folks, it might take 5 days. But we're kind of in that time of the year where scattered showers and storms are there for every day in the forecast. Tropical weather, Brett is fizzling out. Now a tropical depression. That'll be off the board soon. And Cindy is extra tropical in the North Atlantic. That's off the board as far as we're concerned. The one to watch is that wave that's getting closer to the Leeward Islands. It is disorganized, but, those are the ones you have to pay attention to this time of the year. More than likely at that latitude, if by chance anything gets its act together, it's going to do the recurving thing and not affect any part of the United States mainland. One issue it's going to have, that's the Sahara air layer. And notice a lot of dry air over the eastern part of the Caribbean and points north. It'll have to fight that dry air. But if it can hang on, the upper winds might be a little better for development in the next couple of days. Keep an eye on that. But again, more than likely at that latitude, if something cranks up, it's going to do the recurving thing. By the way, just for the fun of it, I thought I'd look at the modeling on Cindy. That thing's headed for Spain. Goodness, or Portugal. Needless to say, we're not going to worry about that one. I just thought that was fun to look at that. All right, we'll check the GFS. This is the OZ run, valid at OZ this evening, or 7 o'clock local time this evening. Westerlies on the Canadian border. Winds aloft are light and variable. That means the storms that form will be slow movers, and down below that. Actually, both the NAM and the GFS look a little drier today. than recent days. The agreement is pretty good, so if by chance they are correct, showers and storms could be fewer in number today. But on the other hand, there's nothing out there this morning. We'll probably see some morning sun, and I bet you we'll see some action on radar this afternoon. Tomorrow, starting off the weekend, the pops are coming up a little bit, at least on the GFS. And, we'll roll with persistence. Our skill set at forecasting summer convection, we all know, is very limited. And there's Sunday. Looks pretty moist, actually, on the GFS. The pops are pretty high. Highs over the weekend, low 90s. Sun will be out at times. We'll see scattered showers and storms around. There's Monday, a northerly flow aloft. Seems like the upper high is slightly backing up to the west. And again, scattered showers and storms. But on Tuesday, the GFS has been on this bandwagon. It's time to dry us out for the middle of next week. There's Wednesday. Looks relatively dry, with heat levels bumping up a little bit toward the mid-90s. And Thursday, got that 594 ring just north of us, and that would be awfully hot, perhaps for Louisville and Lynchburg and Charlotte. And around here, again, looks like the moisture thinning out a bit, but on Friday, the moisture starts to increase. That's a week from today. And, of course, we'll look at it next week. But, every day it's hot and humid and there'll be a storm around. But they could be thinning out around the middle of next week. Check the end of the forecast, August 6th. Nice shortwave, but it's up on the Canadian border. And down here, it's the same old routine. Hot, muggy. Somebody somewhere going to get a thunderstorm. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
In back-to-back ratings periods,
more people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.